It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust. The one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
And welcome inside the pit at Everett High School. Amp Harrell here with you. Todd Elvig along for the ride. Les Schwab Tires presenting Everett High School Volleyball, or I should say Wesco Volleyball, because it's Everett High playing host to the Lynnwood Royals here on a dreary late September afternoon. Of course, the attendance may be a little smaller than we're used to because the Hall of Fame induction ceremony is happening across town, but that's not going to dampen our enthusiasm for high school volleyball. Everett going through a little bit of a rough patch at the varsity level right now. They've lost 5 straight. Meanwhile, this Lynnwood squad is coming in with so much momentum. The black and gold have not dropped a set tonight. Everett wanting to play stopper. Lynnwood wanting to keep that volleyball rolling. And we will step aside for a break as we honor America. And when we return, it's Les Schwab Tires doing the right thing, high school volleyball on STSPN. Back here on STSPN. A little quick on the trigger there to step aside to honor America. We're announcing the lineups here for Everett and Lynnwood. And they're starting with the reserves. Wanted to make sure everybody gets honored here. And before we get to those starting lineups, I wanted to let folks know about some programming to keep in mind. Friday night at 7 o'clock, live from Monroe, STSPN, with Bearcat football against the Mount Lake Terrace Hawks, or Mountain Hawks as some call them. I think they're just the Mount Lake Terrace Hawks, but still. Terrace at Monroe on Friday night at 7 o'clock right here on STSPN.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. We've been wanting to get back to Monroe, and they said, hey, come on down to a game where they're both unbeaten.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. We've seen and heard from the Mount Lake Terrace Hawks, especially taking on some other Wesco competition that we follow pretty closely. I think they played and beat Snohomish in week 2, if memory serves. Checking out the Royals squad here. Libero is Higa. Morgan among the other starters, and Palmer. I did get a little bit of inside intel on this squad, but obviously going to be very motivated to come in here and keep that perfect streak going. Everett a little bit young. Foreman getting the start. Pardon?
A good club.
Yes, and always plenty of support from the Everett faithful here. Foreman, Urbanoso, Amelia, Regan Bonet, Puggett getting the start. Ross Rudder, Gonzalez, and the libero is Thomas. So we'll unstack that in just a bit. I have all but 3 of my starters. So talking my way through the promo, I managed to miss a few. But this is going to be a tough one. Everett is never an easy out, and the pit is not a fun place to play as a visitor here on Joe Richer Court. But we'll see if the Royals are up to the task with their fans packing in here. I think everybody's a little twitchy. We are ready to get this one underway as we go through all of the pregame preparations. Now we'll step aside and honor America. Opening tap when we return on STSPN.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract taken on.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Back here on STSPN, just about ready to get this one tossed up. And I am missing one starter, and I believe it's Hannah Johnson. So the starters for Lynnwood in the gold to your right, it is Morgan, Higa, Thomas, Hannah Johnson, Kaleo, and Holmer, as they will serve first. Thomas drifting back out. Foreman, Urbanoso, Emilia, Regan Bonet, Ross Rudder, Thomas, and Gonzalez in the white for the Everett Seagulls. Red hot club here from Lynnwood, out of the Edmond School District. I'm sure that my future uncle-in-law is listening in here. Teacher in the middle school side of things over there. Block at the net, dug out well. Third hit is a tip. Oh, dug up well as well by Urbanoso. Everett keeping this thing going. There's the block, and it'll drop in for a point. That one off the hand of Orr. Did not see Orr getting the start there. So Orr wearing number 4 for the Royals. Abby Orr. And she is a 5'7" senior, and that's an ace. That's an ace for the visiting Royals. Solid serve from Thomas. As, again, the Royals are not here to play around. Hopped up, then just dug across from the back line. Not even a set, just cleared it, but out. Point, Everett. That was a little bit of a scramble play, and it worked into the Seagulls' favor. STSPN brought to you by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing in our community. Urbanoso with the serve, dugout back line. There's the set at the net, and a little miscommunication. It went straight up. Didn't get enough air, didn't get enough float on that set at the net. And you don't want to get called for being in the net. 2-all. Urbanoso back to serve again. And that's an error. Service fault. Point gold. Lynnwood will get the sub in. That is Some replacing Orr. 3 for 4. Dug out well from the side. Rise and strike, and it's too long. Point Royals. 4-2. First to 25. Win by 2. Best 3 out of 5 sets. If it does get to 5, you have to win by 2 and score 15. Has not been there for the Royals yet. They have not dropped a set this season. Good play at the net. Nice eyes on the back line by Higa. If you watch any of these STSPN broadcasts, you know I'm a huge fan of the liberos. That is a veteran play on the back line. They will maintain the serve. Little jump serve. That one went straight up and down. Trying to paw that one towards the net. Gonzalez and Ava, the freshman, leaves it short. Talking about the youth of this squad for Everett. Foreman, freshman. Urbanozo, freshman. Amelia Regan-Bone is a junior. Her freshman little sister is on this squad. Nice block. Building the wall. Holmer on the left side. And I believe that was Morgan in the middle. Huggett is one of the few seniors on this squad for Everett. Ross Rutter, a junior. Thomas, a sophomore, and Gonzalez, a freshman as well. 3 freshmen getting early playing time here. Backline play, Higa. There's the right side set. Curls it in, a thing of beauty off the paw of Kaleo. Rise and strike. It is 8-2. And this one has gotten out of hand early.
Well, just know that it's coming to you in crystal clear 4K.
Thank you very much. Todd Elvig, the executive producer of STSPN. At the net, Morgan just rising and watching. Timeout taken by Coach Turner, and we'll take it as well. Back after this, 9-2 Seagulls trail on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington.
Good work, amigo. Chiseling that out and revealing the crystal clear 4K. Back to work go the Royals, up 9-2. Little tip drill, and dug out well by Foreman in the middle. Going to the back line. Nice work again. Sometimes the best play is the one you don't make. And Higa pulling back on that back line for Lynnwood makes it a Doyle Brunson 10-2. Rest in peace to the
Doyle Brunson.
Yeah.
Help me with that one.
Doyle Brunson, as that one sails long. Service fault. Doyle Brunson, one of the greatest Texas Hold'em players of all time. Rest in peace. We just lost him about a month or so ago. And Texas Hold'em is a great sport or game or competition, whatever term you want to use, but it's a sport that rewards your ability to bluff. He won championships with the worst hand possible, a 10 and a 2. Tried to play that one, kind of caught in between. Some couldn't let that one go, and she punches it out of bounds. It's 10-4, good buddy. Back to work.
You couldn't resist that one.
Nope, I sneak those in from time to time. The Doyle Brunson, the 10-4.
There's absolutely no way that hardly any of our viewers absolutely know what 10-4 is.
You know what? You got a point. That one, as we watch this one go from Thomas into the back line, dugout. That is CB Radio talk, Citizens Band Radio. Whoa, what placement! And Thomas could not get to that. Jamie Thomas crawling towards it. It's 11-4. 10-4 basically means gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
Copy it.
Yeah.
Over, not over and out, but understood. Yeah, sometimes you have to remind me of my age privilege here. Good hustle by Urban Nozo to keep that rally going. And just absolutely punished. The volleyball was bad, and it was sent to its room by Holmer. 12-4. Man, this Lynnwood squad is fun to watch and, frankly, a little bit terrifying. When they unleash a strike, it sounds like a gun went off. Launch to the middle. Popped up. Half set, half clear, blocked at the net. And the point will go to Everett as they got Lynnwood for kind of camping out at the net or touching it illegally.
There was a little bit of something going on down there. I saw the net moving.
And if you notice, and you can see this in this crystal clear 4K picture, that the officials tend to keep a hand in the net when there's a close play to see if they can feel it move. Lynnwood just doing Lynnwood things here. 13-5.
Well, you know, Lynnwood wants to get a shirt because there isn't anybody giving them shirts in Lynnwood.
That is fair, but the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game does get to take home a commemorative shirt. And they are putting in the work out here, especially for the Royals. Backline play. Popped up. Oh, but an excellent save there by Thomas, and they will keep this one going. Slapped back across. Kaleo keeps it alive. There's the kill. There is a laser pointer on somebody's left arm. This is precision like I haven't seen at this level. No disrespect to the Gulls, but this is phenomenal work for Lynnwood. 14-5 early on. Dug out confidently by some. They'll keep this one going and punched it over two defenders and down for the point.
Well, some people asked why we booked this, and I told them, I says, listen, it's because I wanted to see the Royals. We see the Gulls. I like the Gulls. I think that they're going to be a good club.
That one out. But you got to see a team that not only hasn't lost a game, they haven't lost a set.
Yeah, I don't think that they can look past Everett, but I'm just saying that, you know, Everett's young. They've got some really good players. The game that we saw them against Snohomish, they looked really good for as young as they are.
And they'll get better. And again, this is a fun place for us to broadcast.
Absolutely.
Not a fun place to visit. The Pit, Joe Richer Court. Good punch by Gonzalez, and then backline play by Foreman to keep it alive, but they couldn't clear the net. Point Royals. Sub in, or in, some out. Didn't even get to mention that Haley Euler was the server there for the Gulls. Attempted the save by Gonzalez again as she flies around everywhere. Gonzalez, Euler, and the libero Thomas among those in the middle, waiting for this serve. Good communication. They'll rotate well, but it's dug out by Gessie. And it's another point for the Royals. Putting in the work. Timeout. Everett Seagulls down 18-6 opening set. We will step aside for a quick break. Back with more after this on STSPN. Back to it here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Amp Harrell here with you. And, of course, the executive producer, Todd Elvig, on mic number 2. Coach Moodley, coaching up the Royals. A little extra time taken there by Coach Turner as the Gulls trail here by 12 in the opening set. Best of 5. And in the first 3 or 4 sets, first to 25, win by 2. Bombed to the middle. Just smacked back across. Libero on libero violence. Good set, good spike. Nice placement, point Royals. I think Homer rotated up to finish that one off. Front line right now, Hannah Johnson in 25. Also have Orr and Thomas up front for the Royals. Directly in front of me is, I'm slightly off to the right of center, which is unusual for me. Across to the 10-foot line. Clobbered back across. Little too much on that one. Point for Everett. Everett Seagulls will drift Gonzalez back. That's Ava Gonzalez, a freshman, 5'10". A delivery to the middle, backing up Gessie, getting that started. Tip drill back across. Nice work. The fingernail getting under that one. Punched back across. Set, spike. Oh, ho, ho! Rejected. Hannah Johnson, Thomas with the assist. What do you do against that?
Learn.
Yeah, yes, learn and grow. That is a bitter pill. The set, the spike, it was all sweet. And then a sour taste as it comes right back at you. Out. Just a veteran group here for Coach Moodleyar. 21-7. It has been all Royals in this one. Since it was 2-2, I believe. Blocked at the net. Good work by the Gulls. There's a set, and it is kept alive. My heavens. Point Royals. That is sensational. I thought the Gulls had a point right there. Running it down. Hannah Johnson kept it alive. They kept their cool. And again, point Lynnwood. Bombed across. Nobody home. That's an ace. Thomas doing all she could to just survive that drilling serve. 23-7 opening set, and they'll pull the libero. And miscommunication. Got to get this one across now, and they do. And then not talking out there. Without the libero in, nobody knew who to rotate up, or nobody knew to rotate up and cover that middle. I think that may have been Ross Rudder's spot. 24-7, set point here. Got to get that one across, and they do. Double set, there's the spike. Dug up well by Gonzalez. Back across. Just clobbered. Again, good work by the Gulls. Euler. And that's a point for Everett, and they'll take the serve away. 24-8. Little energy from this group. Regan Bonet, the older sister, to serve this time. And that's a service error, and that's a point and a set for Lynnwood. 25-8, Royals take it. We'll step aside for a break. Back with set number 2 from Joe Richer Court in Everett after this on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
We're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race. Look at this! To the 4 a.m. starts, training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters.
But it doesn't matter.
Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. You rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best.
UFC strawweight champion.
Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Back here on STSPN, looking at set number 2 here as the Lynnwood Royals come in here to Everett and get a 25-8 win in the opening set. Little news coming down the pike from the Arena Football League, which continues to come back and come back and come back again. Set to resume play next year, and Everett will be the home of a Washington-named franchise in the new AFL. And in fact, their new head coach, former Everett Hawks player, J.R. Wells. I don't know what their TV deals are, but I do know we have a local broadcast crew that can certainly cover things online.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We certainly can.
Maybe we'll watch Washington AFL on STSPN.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I would give up an organ to be able to broadcast arena football games, no matter how many seasons the new league exists. But yes, Everett will be the host of a new league. Well, I guess a new team in a revived league.
Well, they're probably going to use the same crew that does Silvertips, right?
That I'm not sure about as to who will broadcast, because they still haven't even announced all the teams yet. Tip top. Got to give credit to Everett here on this opening set, getting back-to-back opening points. They snuck that one in the sideline. I think Urbanoso, or maybe it was Gonzalez, putting the polish on that one. 2-0, Everett Seagulls. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had arena football to talk about. Rise and flick. Deep breath and keeping that one alive. The finishing touch by Orr. But Holmer really got that one started with a one-handed punch off the dig from Higa.
Well, we were just a little bit $1 late.
A day late and $1 short.
Yeah, whatever that is there. There was an Everett playoff game for football at Snohomish Stadium that was some kind of a semi-pro league.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the Everett Royals, possibly?
No, Everett. I don't know who they are.
I've seen a lot of these teams advertising with banners and such. Violation at the net gives the point to the Royals. I missed that one. And just like that, Lynnwood has come back to tie this thing. Up 1-0. The Royals will just sort of air that one out. Wow. Athletic play by Urbanoso, the freshman. Block at the net. They'll keep it going. Tip to the back line. Dug out by Thomas. Sent back across. Good concentration again, and nobody getting stepped on. Nice flying dig again by Urbanoso. They'll clear the net. great rally here. There's the set, there's the spike, there's the score. Point Royals, and that's tough because you can't just let one, you can't take it or take the chance, but that might have been out. That was out off of the falling arm of Huggett, I think. Just expert placement by this Lynnwood club. And an ace. A service ace for the Royals as they pull ahead 4-2.
You were absolutely correct. It is the Everett Royals.
Wow. I do like hearing my executive producer say that I'm correct, but it's weird when I know something about Everett that the local doesn't.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know when the Pledge of Allegiance was.
Okay, that's fair, and that is a standard thing here at Everett High and across Westco. Everett keeping this rally going. Nice little two-fisted clear, to use the hockey term. Good play by Orr to stop that one, curling it back across, and had to do something with it before that was a four-hitter. Everett remaining calm in set number 2. Urbanoso dug out. Back across to Thomas again. Not giving up on it. Lynnwood is just calm, cool, and collected. And Huggett couldn't drop that one in the piggy bank. Point Lynnwood.
I got to tell you, though, with a volley like that, you can see where the Everett girls, they've got some real potential.
They've come out in this second set much more focused, much calmer, and they communicate well and are able to keep things going a little longer. The only problem is when the game slows down and Lynnwood's really able to set up, it plays into the Royals' favor. Too long. Point Lynnwood. Yeah, you got to give it to Everett for hanging tough in this one, but the longer each rally goes, the more it goes in Lynnwood's favor because they just have the leadership. They've seen it before. That one, close call, point Lynnwood. I thought that one was a little bit long, but I'm also kind of angled awkwardly to that corner.
You're behind a fence.
That too. 7-2. Up to the front, there's the set, there's the spike, and that one was a little awkward.
That one was long too.
Yeah.
Usually judges that different.
Yeah, Higa patrols that back line, but she kind of half committed and just punched it with the left hand towards that left sideline. No way to get that one back under control. Faked them out that time with a little dig clear. Tip. Kept it alive. Good hustle by Thomas, but the block leads to the point for Lynnwood, and it's 8-3. Subs will check in. This is, again, some in or out. Looks like didn't see Amelia Reagan-Bonet check out, but it looked like she checked back in. Lynnwood just clobbers the serve. And nice placement by the Gulls as Gonzalez drops that one in for the side out. I love the view from the sideline as it looked like Euler was wanting to check in, and coach was just like, no, not yet, no, not you. Maybe next time. Tipped across, driving in the dig from Higa. Just pasted back across the back line. No thanks, says Higa. Out, then back in. Oh, they're going to get the point here for Lynnwood. I thought they were going to get the Royals for being in the net. Got to give Gonzalez credit as she got that dig at the net, coming towards the net, then backpedaled to the sideline and then attacked again. Off-angle attack. Nice dig, Thomas.
Wow.
Got to get it back across, and they do. Everett with another solid rally here, and they'll get the point. The hustle just lets them outwork Lynnwood that particular rally. Euler in, replacing Amelia Regan Bonet, excuse me. Immediately to work is Euler, bit of a service specialist here. Lobber to the back line, tip drill, punched up. And point to the far side. Royals just working here. I think that was some. Really got that one going. Serve comes back across. Nobody home on the back line, and excellent work by Euler to get it back across the net for Everett. Tip shoveled to the back line. Everett regroups and gets it back across. Far side, then an attack from the middle and a score. That one, Hannah Johnson. Hannah Johnson, a senior middle, just taking care of business. 11-5. And tipped at the net. Nope. I think there was a little bit of a hold your breath kind of moment as Hannah Johnson rose at the net. They were afraid of a possible violation, but she punched it back across and nothing doing for Everett. 12-5. Make it 13-5. Lynnwood just coming in here with confidence. Hannah Johnson drifts back for another serve. Nope, check that. That is Kaleo. Just drops that one right in the middle. Tipped up. Good work by Urbanozo. Punched up Thomas. Tip flick back. Another little mid-range punch. Euler to the middle, cleared back across. And just blistered. Blistered on the far side by Thomas. Point for Lynnwood. That's Charlie Thomas, 13 in gold, not to be confused with Jamie Thomas, 14 in blue to your left. Attacked in the middle, dug out again by the Royals. Rise and strike, and was it in? It was in! Halmer uncorks one. 15-5. First to 25, win by 2. Lynnwood took the opening set, 25-8. Bodies flying everywhere for the Everett Seagulls. That one looked to be a little long. It was not long. It was just right. I think that was Thomas in the middle on the attack. Timeout, Everett. 16-5. Lynnwood leads. Back after this on STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Back here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing in our community. Amp Harold, Todd Elvig here with you. Oh, and the folks in the truck, I haven't given them a shout out lately. They're the ones doing all the hard work. Well, them and the players, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
Dropped back across, good work in the middle. Halmer to the back line, an aggressive strike there by the libero in black. Come back to her again. Set, strike. Score. Attacking in the middle is Halmer. The dagger from Sammy Halmer, the junior.
They've just got deadly accuracy.
The location, not only the velocity. Whoa, what happened there? but not only the velocity, but the ability to change. They can rise in midair and just punch it across, flick it across, tip drill, or just bury it in this rather experienced parquet. And occasionally, they will make mistakes. And on the service error, point for Everett.
Well,
the broadcaster's jinx is unbeaten.
To her credit, she did get the service ace on the false start.
Fair enough, as it got buried in the student section over there, or one of the student sections. Pins came out from under her. Higa went one way, the ball went the other, and
her shoes were too sticky.
Well, we did have a stoppage for tying shoes. Maybe you got to get the stick 'em off of the shoes as well. And that one in the middle. Just tapping herself on the head saying, my bad, I got to be better than that. That was all me. That is some. Playing left side back line. Right in the middle it goes. On the attack. Good block. Excellent work over there. Ross Rudder. And I think that was Urbanozo. Everett trying to climb back into this thing with Gonzalez to key it in again. And that one is out. Just out. Snuck inside the antenna, but dropped out of bounds. And now some will get a break or will spell her. 18-9, Lynnwood, the lead and the serve. Backline rise, Gonzalez. And that one's out. Oh, they're going to say it hit the line, and it's in. Point Lynnwood, official right there with a much better view and nobody complaining about it. 10-point lead, set number 2. Lynnwood back to work. Dig, set, sort of a finesse strike. That one was not a finesse strike, but it was out of bounds. The official at the net is calling for the override and giving the point to Everett. I think it was the right call. 19-10. Ross Rudder will check out for the Gulls. I think Euler checked back in with Huggett, Foreman, and Urbanozo at the front line. Clobbered too long. Trying to smack it back over Urbanozo. 20-10. Taking the serve away, the Royals. These Lynnwood gals are fighting for that adrenaline fundraising player of the game and competing for the shirt. That one just a little bit short, trying to crawl it over the net.
The shirt's the real deal.
Oh, absolutely. I love it when we do our player of the game interviews and they're like, oh yeah, we watch STSPN. Can I put the shirt on to do the interview? Well,
oh yeah.
Yes, yes you can. Absolutely. Rejected right back. Side out for the Gulls. As now checking back in, Kaleo replacing Gessie. Oh, they're going to say that one was a little too far out, and it's a point for Lynnwood instead. Bomb to the midline that time. And that one's just going to be out because it's either going to go out of bounds or it's going to be a 4-hit. You could see it on Thomas's face when she struck that one and it went up like a set instead of like a dig. She put too much pillow under it and just knew it from the moment it was struck. And then a miscommunication. That one caroms off and Foreman has to take it and it just falls straight down, 23-11. Lynnwood pulling away here. The the middle. Dug back by Homer for the Royals. Rising. Orr! Hello! Shades of Bobby Orr right there for number 4. Abby Orr. For those who don't know, there is a thing called Wikipedia. Bobby Orr, one of the greatest hockey players of all time. Set point here in volleyball. Popped up by Thomas. Backline, the wall built, and point for Everett. The second straight set where they've been down set point and were able to salvage one right back and take the serve away. Foreman drifting back. Doug on the back line, Higa. There's the set, the spike, and the score. And that is set to 25-12 in favor of the visitors. We will step aside for a break. 25-12, they're up 2-0 on the road on STSPN.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling, united by purpose, defined by the cause you fight for.
It's not about you. Work together, get over the hump.
No one can ever take away
You earned this, Marine.
what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
In sparkling 4K from Joe Richer Court, the Pit at Everett High School. Amp Harrell here with you. Todd Elvig alongside. Start of set number 3 as the Lynnwood Royals invade Everett High. Seagulls have rallied, but 25-8 in the first set, 25-12 in the second set. Lynnwood has not dropped a set this season at the varsity level, and if they have their way about it, they take this one and keep that record perfect.
I do have to say that Everett's pretty good to us. They've had a table out for us. And
Yeah, they roll out the red carpet for us and appreciate the coverage. Volleyball, basketball.
You better believe it, man.
Yep.
We're here because, you know what? When they take care of you, you want to come back.
You got to take care of them. Everett will get things going with Ross Rudder having a seat and libero Thomas, Jamie Thomas, coming back out. Serve Royals. Shovel to the sideline, then a little spin shot back across. Tip, shoveled. Just trying to keep things under control for this young Seagulls squad. Just pasted back across. I think that was Harmony Johnson fresh into the game for set number 3. Harmony Johnson wears number 10. She's in the middle on the front line. Kaleo to her left. Serve sent across, dug up Regan Bonet. To the middle, then a little tip shovel. Back line, let's see what we can set up here. Just paced it across, but great work by the Gulls to keep it under control. To the middle, there's the set again. A little tip drill, and won't keep the change just yet. Now they will. Double hit. Nope, carrying. Got up underneath it, and the point goes to Lynnwood. Bend but don't break for the Gulls. Back to serve. It's Thomas, the setter. Has to play from the back line this set, as now the official having a discussion with Coach Turner about just what happened on that prior point. Thomas will send it in. And that one's out. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That is another call that I've missed from my vantage point as far away as possible from that sideline. I don't know what I'm seeing that, or what I'm missing that they're seeing, but I get that call consistently wrong.
And I, you know, I'm trying not to be, but if somebody saw your glasses.
Well, yeah. If somebody saw my glasses, they would not allow me to do broadcasts. Another point for the Royals. My glasses are probably about as wide as the out of bounds line over there.
And as thick.
Yeah, that too.
I in good fun. I'm
trust me, I'm blind as a bat. I could get lost in a hallway with these things. What a strike. Just bending air over there, Kaleo. That front set is solid with Harmony Johnson off the bench, along with Kaleo and Orr, I believe, over there. In the middle, Holmer and the libero Higa. Holmer. And just good placement. Didn't have to get the MPH on that one, but Kaleo drops it in the bank, and it is 6-love right now. Got to ice the arm back there, Thomas. Going to get worn out with all these serves. Got to get that break point for Everett. Kept that rock, hit it over. Good dig by the Gulls. And that one is out off the arm. There's a point for Urbanozo. Urbanozo has been a bright spot. Urbanozo, Thomas, and Gonzalez have been doing all they can to will Everett in this contest. 6-1. Looks like Euler out. And I think Ross Rudder checked back in. Nope, I was wrong. Point for Everett. Okay. Everybody, including the officials, seemed a little confused on that one.
What's he doing? He's
and substitution. Oh, and I think they may have overturned that and given the point to the Royals.
No, not yet anyway.
But Lynnwood has the serve.
Well, if Lynnwood has the serve, then they had to have.
Yeah, it looks like something was just...
I don't think the score changed, though.
Yeah, something was lost in translation on the scoreboard. Okay, 7-1. And that one sent just a touch too long. Calibration of that laser sight just a little bit off that time. Amelia Regan-Bonet will drift back and handle the serve. Dug out in the middle. Good hustle, better communication. Dropped it in the middle again. Oh, Outstanding work. Huggett leading the charge. Had a little help on that side by Tedrow. Katie Tedrow for Everett. Regan Bonet serves again. And that one again, a little too long. Lynnwood has had a good response, but they just haven't been able to get those bent down inbounds. Back line has been their enemy. In other words, they're hitting it too hard.
They're getting excited.
Yeah, sometimes simpler is better, and you're hitting it too hard, like that time. But it's coming away from the visiting Lynnwood Royals. Good setup here with Regan Bonet handling the serves. Get back across. Good pop. Gonzalez comes back to her. Then she'll rocket it to the midline. After it again, Gonzalez. And that one a little bit too far. Regan Bonet couldn't do anything with that. Everybody's putting in the work for that adrenaline fundraising player of the game. We'll talk to that player of the game at the conclusion of this contest. That one in the middle. Good set. And nice placement off the paw of Gonzalez. Ava Gonzalez, the freshman. We've talked about it. This is a young squad for Everett, and they are getting some quality experience, and they are getting better. Every serve, every set, every game. Huggett will handle the service duties here. Nice misdirection, but they couldn't get that one bent inside the sideline over there in front of Coach Turner. Point to the Gulls, and they're as close as they have been in a while in this contest. 8-7 Royals. Dug in the middle by some, tipped up, punched up, returned. Lynnwood has an answer just about every time, as that one is too long. Point Royals. 9-7. Drifting back is Kaleo. McKenna Kaleo will get set for this one. Drops that one in the middle. Point for the Royals. 10-7. Lynnwood trying to get a little bit more breathing room in set number 3. Set piece here, rejected. And hitting the net, but no call. Smacked up, dug out well again. Urbanozo going into the bleachers to try and keep it alive. Thomas, that's the mark of a feisty libero, but she gets up a little tender. Got up close and personal with the fans there. 11-7. Simple jump serve, and that one a little too much to handle for Thomas going up the ladder. And yeah, she's going to get a breather. Libero just gets to check out at will. That's why they're in the different colored jersey, and she wobbles towards the bench. In the middle. Too strong coming back from a Huggett. And that could be the lift that Lynnwood needs, which is exactly why Coach Turner wants to talk about it. 13-7, Lynnwood with the lead. Back after this on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, trying to get down.
to work on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. And a nice reaction in the middle. I think Ross Rudder got a hand on that as it was redirected over the net. Just that little soft in-between shot. Lynnwood hasn't really had an answer for that in this set. Euler will check in, replacing replacing Tedrow for Everett, who has the serve. Euler comes in as a service specialist. 13-8, Lynnwood with the lead, up 2-0. Right in the middle to Higa. They'll get it set up. It can't clear the net. Point, Seagulls. 13-9. There's the set piece and just punished. Oh, they're going to say she hit the net. And the point goes to Everett. That was just about perfect for Lynnwood, but the points go the home side. 3-point advantage for the Royals. Tip drill, and that is an excellent place shot. Either Sum or Homer gets the point there. Sum out or in for the Royals. Homer will bomb that one across. Tip drill at the net. Nothing doing. Got to keep it in play, though. Good work by Gessie. Block at the net. Punched up. 2 hits. There's the third one. Into space. Dugout Euler. And that one just a funny spin off of Huggett. 5-point advantage for the Royals of Lynnwood. Huggett has a seat. As I think Regan Bonet checked back in. Little too long off the strike from Gonzalez. You see the folks to the right of the net in the stands, about a row and a half's worth. I think that's the student section from Lynnwood. They were making some noise in that last timeout. Right to the back line, Higa. And clobbered back across again. I think that was Hannah Johnson. Johnson, Kaleo, Homer, Thomas. A lot of folks putting in the work for Lynnwood. To the net, rejected. Orr wants some of that attention as well. Between, nice offhand strike to keep it alive. Tipped up and over. Soft placement by Orr. Abby Orr, a senior, veteran leadership for Lynnwood. 18-10, Royals starting to pull away again. Rocketed backwards. Good concentration by Euler. Miscommunication as they take each other out. Gonzalez and Thomas both playing for it at the net. Nobody going midline. Point Royals. And they're 6 points away from staying perfect. That's how things have gone for Lynnwood this season. And dug out by Thomas, but she couldn't get any lift on it. And point goes to Lynnwood. Timeout on the floor. 20-10, Lynnwood leads on STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Back here on STSPN, coming out of the timeout. Reminder, Friday night at 7, it's Mount Lake Terrace at Monroe. Back on these affiliate stations of STSPN. Can't get it on your cable box, but you can probably get it on the set-top box. But Mount Lake Terrace at Monroe, STSPN Friday Night Lights presented by Les Schwab Tires.
And KRKO is going to have Glacier Peak at Kamiak.
Believe you are correct on that one. I just know I won't be prowling the sidelines for either. Oh, that is just filthy. Hannah Johnson rises and strikes that one off of the shin of a defender for the Gulls, and it's 21-10. Lynnwood has just come in here on a mission. Got to communicate, Gulls. Urbanozo sends it back. Ooh, off of the face. Off of the face of Gonzalez. That was why the ponytail whipped around, because she had to do something to let somebody else have a crack at it. Sub will check in.
What number you got?
That's Adia Waiter checking in. And back line, tipped, service ace. Discussing the potential adrenaline fundraising player of the game. So many nominees on this Lynnwood squad, and frankly, good hustle by the Seagulls as well. Higa sets that one up, punched up off the hand of Huggett. Point Lynnwood. And now it's set point, game point for the Royals with the serve. Both times we've gotten to this point, set point, Everett has been able to break the serve at least. And not that time. It's an ace and it's over. Lynnwood gets it done. 25-10 as they take this one 3-0 and stay perfect. 25-8, 25-12, 25-10. Lynnwood comes in to Everett and kisses him goodbye. We'll step aside for a break, award our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game right after these sponsor messages. Les Schwab Tires doing the right thing with Westco Volleyball on STSPN.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
And back here on STSPN, Lynnwood comes on the road and gets the big win at Everett. It's a conference game. They take it 3-0 with a mark of 25-8, 25-12, 25-10 as we have our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, that being Jordan Higa. I'm saying that correctly, right?
Yeah.
Jordan Higa, the libero for this squad. And got to get the camera whipped around here as we are the joys of live broadcasts here. But first of all, congratulations on a big win and staying perfect on the season. Haven't dropped a set yet. What's that feel like?
It feels really good, honestly. I think it's just like our team is very well at communicating with each other, and so we don't try and put too much pressure on ourselves. And it feels amazing to be able to get this far already.
So just about every ball that comes across the net, it starts with you, doesn't it?
Sometimes, but mostly, yeah.
Yeah. So just getting in there with that aggressive dig, but putting enough under it to let the set happen, right?
Yeah.
So many set plays. Take me through kind of what's drawn up or what's the expectation every time that the ball comes back over the net.
I think really the expectation is just to get a good high ball up for our setter and to really talk to each other about it.
Now tell me about the communication, because that's something I try and talk about up here. I can kind of hear, but I've got these fancy headphones on. But how much are you guys communicating out there, and what's going on?
We're communicating a lot. Mostly it's me and our hitters yelling where to hit the ball, where to place it, and also like our bench making sure that we know if the ball's in or out.
So this was a tough call because there were a lot of points coming from the hitters, coming from the front, coming from the middle. Tell me about some of your teammates that were getting the points.
I think they just know what they need to do and know how to do it. And so we also help a lot by communicating with that and figuring out where they should place the ball.
I mean, Hannah and Homer, Kaleo, Thomas, Morgan, the team of Orr and Sam up front, just really getting it done. And how important is a good set for those frontline gals?
It's really important. So in order to get that good set, we have to really make sure that we get a good pass to our setter so she can get that good set and our front row can get that ball down.
And that's where you come in, because if you're getting the dig, you've got to get it where the setter can set it, right? Well, with that, anything else that I might have missed that we can't see from up here that's gone into this perfect season thus far?
I think honestly just team chemistry. We do a lot off the court to make sure we have really good team chemistry with each other.
Fair enough. Well, Jordan Higa, you are our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game.
Thank you.
You're getting it done. You're putting in the work. If you could hold that up to the camera right there. Congratulations. Anybody you want to say hi to back home?
Just my family. Hello.
Well, you can see this on YouTube later on, and anybody from out of state can watch it as well.
Thank you.
Oh, and I forgot, we have the parent shirt as well. This is something that's relatively new to me, so
thank you.
Parents can fight over that one.
Yes.
But congratulations on this and staying perfect on the season.
Thank you.
Well, that'll wrap it up from here. Les Schwab Tires doing the right thing with this broadcast, and another huge win for the Lynnwood Royals. We don't get to see Lynnwood as often as we would like, but have a feeling we will see them later on down the road for sure. Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game running off, that is Jordan Higa. Next broadcast here on STSPN, Friday Night Lights, 7 o'clock kickoff, Mount Lake Terrace at Monroe. For our executive producer, Todd Elvig, for the assistant producer, that being Sarah Elvig, I'm Amp Harrell. We'll see you next time at the game.